What's up, everybody? This is Rob, and this is Sketchbook Tour video number 2. This is Sketchbooks from 2019. Sticker yet, but this sticker says Ethnic Studies in Every School, and you'll see the sketch for that inside this book. For this book, I use some B Paper Company. It's real heavy sketchbook, good for watercolor, all types of stuff. So let's just dip into the first page. Right here, this is 2019, just like I said. I usually have a bunch of stickers on the front, but I decided to put them on the inside of the book this time. So here you got a sticker from Hiero Day. That's a festival in Oakland put on by Hieroglyphics crew. My sister Cece, Juan Alicia, my brother Ben Mincho Vega, Senor Sisig, Bay Area Book Festival, a bunch of different things. Back in the day, as I said before, I used to be superstitious about doing a sketch on the first page, but now I'm cool with it. And so for this one, I just try to use a pencil, a black pen, and a red pen, and just draw some random stuff and have fun with it. So that's that. And here you can see there's like a dog and some traveling stuff and a reminder to myself to paint more, draw more. So on this page right here, you'll see me just practicing some lettering and doing different versions of the A and the B. I grew up as a kid obsessed with graffiti and spent way more time in my sketchbook drawing graffiti than I did on the wall or bombing or anything like that. But I spent a lot of time here just playing around with letters. It's a meditative practice for me. It helps me think things out and just get loose. And this is just some meetings from Trust Your Struggle notes. Here's some practicing some faces, drawing people, and then like I said, I practice letters a lot, so I was just messing with, just a limited color palette, and then doing some 3D to it, so you can see right there. Here, practicing a little bit of figure studies and helmets. I forget why I was practicing helmets, but it was just good to use that same color and practice that. And then here again, working on facial expressions. You can see my son right there. This is my wife. These two right here. Just practicing drawing people. And then I always take lots of notes in my sketchbook. So I use my sketchbook to take lots of notes. So I put notes in there. And then there's lots of different facial expressions here. Some little colorful drawings. People, I think I drew this one on the plane maybe, going somewhere. And here I was starting to work out some designs for some stickers that were about self-care. So it says the word stretch, get outside, put down your phone. And I don't remember who drew this, but this is my cousin's girlfriend's little brother, Devin, drew that. And then here is more notes, lots of notes, and then some face studies again, and some hand studies. It's really good to practice stuff that you're not that good at, like hands, so I will practice hands, drawing them, painting them over and over again, just because it's good to get into the habit of practicing. Here I was just trying to use some ink instead of pencil, so I was drawing some drones, some analog music equipment, different little doodles here and there. And this was more, I like to do an art series that's about music, and so this is a bunch of different pieces about analog music, so it's like a guitar, headphones. I was just thinking of different ideas to draw, vinyl, actual instruments. I made some of these into paintings, but these are just the sketches. And I was thinking about all the music that comes from the African diaspora. And here's a few more, just thinking of type, people listening to music, musical instruments, things of that nature. Here's some more studies. I was trying to do some studies of people moving, so action, drawing motorcycles. I don't really draw vehicles that much, but I figured why not just practice a little bit. Some more studies of the character. And this is my homeboy Plinio and my sister Diana's little boy drew something in here, Julian. Here's some more studies of animals, notes, different facial expressions, more little doodles, music, faces, little doodles right there. And this one right here, this one's important. So this is for those parents who want their kids to get a quote-unquote real book, and I just wanted to make something that says graphic novels are real books. So graphic novels, comics, however you know them, are really, really great stories, and they're not just for kids, they're for adults, they're for people all ages, and I really encourage adults to get graphic novels and comics for their kids. Like let them have at it, let them read as much as they want, because they're a great way to just enjoy reading, learn history, have fun. There's just so much in them. So I love graphic novels. I used to love reading them with my son too. And then here's just two different type treatments for the art piece that I was going to do around them. I think I ended up using this one, but this was a little bit more 70s groovy type. And like I said, I was working on those stickers. So here's some of the original paintings. It says stretch, put your phone down, contact your friends, just as a way, it's like a part of a sticker sheet to remind us to take care of ourselves. You can see a little bit of detail there. Usually with each part of the sticker, I try to stick to a color palette. There's some bookmark designs, some more doodles here, just off the top of the head. More character studies, like drawing faces and figures here, just to practice. This is a lot of people walking around. And then again, another one of those stickers, a reminder to take care of yourself by going outside. And here is some more facial studies, some letters, some notes. Same thing, a little bit of letters. This is one I drew of Rocky Rivera standing there. And here's me practicing some landscapes, some houses, and some faces. I find that I will end up drawing like the same facial expression or the same person if I don't try to draw someone different. So I'll often look at reference or look at pictures of friends or family and try to draw them. Some more notes, character studies. Here I was drawing a bunch of dancers from the 50s and the 40s. Fred Astaire, Nickel Twins, I believe. A whole bunch of different dancers. Trying to get that movement going. Here's some more of, I think this was Savion Glover. Savion Glover with some markers, some Prismacolors. I don't use Prismacolors that often, so I was just like, let me try something different. And then here's some more facial studies. I did a short story or something about these two right here. I was trying to think of these two brothers that were fighting, and the mom just kind of rolling her eyes. And this is them like making up, looking out for one another. And I ended up doing a nicer version of that. And this is me practicing them again, just them around the neighborhood, scooting around, playing. And often before I do like a nicer version like that, I'll do a bunch of little versions of it just to loosen up. Them together on the train, like they may be fighting, but they love each other. And then here's like one of the finished versions of it where they're, just riding around together. Here's some more of the type for those stickers where I was trying to encourage myself to exercise and drink water. It's real, y'all. You gotta take care of yourself. And here I was planning on doing, I drew this one right here, this character. It was like a grandmother, a granddaughter, and like a photographer. I was thinking of Kristen Murakoshi, who's a Bay Area photographer, mama. And here I was just thinking of U.S. history, terms and exclusions apply. I didn't finish this piece, but it's, a sketchbook is just to play, to try things out. Here's some more drawing some faces, some playing around with this color, really, this limited color palette of blue. And then this is the sticker you saw on the front, ethnic studies in every school. So here I'm continuing to play with this dark and light blue. So colored pencils, some watercolor and gouache. Just trying out blue as much as I can. think this right here was, yeah, this is a collaboration between my friend Janine Macbeth, Matthew Smith, Maya, Laura Atkins, and Santo Nagata. We were all just messing around, having a meeting about the Social Justice Book Fair. Here is some film studies. I think I was watching When They See Us by Ava DuVernay and just trying to do some studies of like the tone and the color, and then draw some different young black girls with different styles of braids and hair. More blue studies, figures. I really like some of these, how these figures came out. I was trying to show weight, like someone carrying heavy things. And then some different movements, like people moving their body, dancing, trying to get some movement in there. Just working on some. Here I was working on some letters, so it says supply and demand, and then I was just thinking about money, making notes about income and all that stuff. And then here drawing someone holding someone on their shoulders, and I was thinking of like a kid going to their first protest and being held on the shoulders of someone you love, and this ended up being a short story later on. And this is one, I think my daughter drew over that, but I really like how this came out. I was trying to think of like a young maker, like an engineer, like someone who builds things, and them, working on a bandsaw, which is pretty dangerous for a kid, but if you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. And the adult just kind of like, I don't know, messing with that. And then some more figure studies, people moving around. And this was a piece that I wanted to do about housing. I just didn't finish it, but about like kind of the shadowy figures that control housing, especially when it was coming out about these LLCs in the Bay Area that buy up housing and hold it to try and drive up the market. Here's a drawing by the homie Lawrence Lindell from the Baileys. He did a nice little drawing there. I love having other people draw in my book. Here's some more sketch. I was really, really loving this blue pencil, so I did a lot of drawings with blue pencil around this time. Here's some more of like a family, camping and getting ready for backpacking. Some more notes, random little doodles, faces. This is drawing outside, just drawing people, drawing things. And this I was trying to study just some paintings of scenery. This must have been around the time of Black History Month, because I was working on some things that said Black is Beautiful, doing some different versions of it. I think I ended up doing like these two. There's a bunch of notes in there, more notes. Oh, here I was working on a sticker that said mixed kid, because I'm a mixed kid. I come from a lot of different backgrounds. So here's a couple different type treatments. I ended up going with this one, but I often will reuse some of these designs for other things. More notes, scribbles. This one came out really dope. This is like a nice sketch of, I was just trying to think of something fantasy, like some people fixing something. Maybe it could be a ride, maybe it could be a robot, I'm not sure. But I thought it came out pretty cool. I ended up redrawing that one, making it look better. Here's some more studies. In order for me to get to this nice one on the other page, I was doing a lot of studies of people moving, jumping, parkour, gymnastics, just a lot of different poses of people moving. And you can see I really like this one, for example. And then this is me drawing it again, like trying to make the line weight, the movement feel good, and I ended up redrawing it later. There's a bunch of little things around it. Here, more notes. I was thinking of doing a pin. I'm still shy about doing them, but I do want to do one. It says 510. The whole Bay Area used to be 415 when I was a kid, but at a certain time they changed Oakland, the East Bay, to 510. So I was writing out all the different Bay Area codes. More studies of people, notes, little doodles, more little doodles, lettering. I think this is Julian again. I love having kids draw in my sketchbook. Yep, Julian again. Then more studies of people. Here I was thinking of some designs for bookmarks, so it says Laird Comics, because I'm a big proponent for reading comics. I may not be able to make them yet, but I can sure read them. Some more studies of people. More studies, drawing people. Lots of notes. I take lots of notes in my sketchbook. And that's pretty much it. At the end, I'm trying to remember, I think it was Tony who did this, queer homie that came to the social justice book fair. It was really cool drawing that they did. I just wanted to pause here and say sketchbooks are a really great way to play. Doesn't matter if you're an old artist or a young artist or a kid or adult, it doesn't matter. Sketchbooks are a really great place to play and like figure out ideas, whether it be for fashion design or architecture or mural painting or character design, illustration, doesn't matter. Sketchbooks are a great way to just try things out, and no one has to see them. I mean, you could share them like I am, but no one has to see them really. So I really encourage you to get one and to jot your ideas down. And if you know a young creative person, get one for them. They could be small or they could be big, doesn't matter, but get them a sketchbook so they can play, have fun.